What's going on, guys? Gainz Gaming here, and today we are talking about past glory in the new KVK. If you did not know, the new KVK moving forward is changed for the past glory. Now, the first stage is still going to be the same, where it is donating resources to get the chest, and these chests are very worth it, which is why most kingdoms only have their main accounts donating for this, because you get a ton of AP and gems. So it is fantastic to do it slowly and get more chests for your main accounts. But stage 2 was changed. Now, if you remember, the previous stage for past glory was defeating barbarians and barbarian forts. And if you defeated 3 barbarian forts or 10 barbarians, you opened a chest that gave you rewards, whether that was resources, gems, or speed ups. And I actually really liked that event. And here we have a new one. This one is full speed ahead. Now, to give you my candid thoughts, I absolutely hate this. I think this is the worst downgrade we've seen in a very long time for events, because it's donating more speed ups. We already donated a ton of speed ups for One Man's Trash, Another Man's Treasure, which I think is a great event. If you did not see that video on there, make sure you go check that out. I posted it just a couple days ago. I got a ton of training speed ups and was able to trade in a bunch of useless building and research speed ups. But now we're in past glory and they want us to donate more of those speed ups. And it's like, okay, I've already donated a ton of my speed ups. This isn't, like, the value you get from this is not worth it. Now you might ask, okay, what's the value though? Because maybe it is worth it. Well, no, it's not, because you get basically the same rewards that you would have gotten from the barbarian fort and barbarian event, which, like, that was a good event because you could do AoE barbing, you could do barbarian forts and get a ton of rewards for doing things you were already doing. Here, you're having to donate more speed ups to get the same rewards. And now, one thing that I will say is that you could get lucky and get some decent rewards here. I did 10 personally, so I opened 10 of these chests already just to try it out on my own. I will do some more here just to show you guys. We will trade in these 1-minute building speed ups because, you know, obviously I'm never going to be able to use all these up, and we'll just open up one of these chests just to show you what we're looking at. So when we open this, we got 375,000 stone. Now, the one that I got when I first opened it was actually an 8-hour speed up, which was a positive return because 350 minutes is about 5.5 hours if my math is correct. So that was a positive return. I got 3 extra hours of speed ups that I could not use, and now I can use them. Now, obviously, like, are you gonna get a ton of value from this? Potentially, but you really can't trade in anything besides like the 1 minutes, because everything else you're going to be able to trade in for One Man's Trash, and that's going to be a much better return for you. Like here, I got an 8-hour speed up, so that was worth it. But overall, I traded in about 10-11 hours of speed ups, and I got 8 hours and some stone. So overall, that trade is not very good. And one of the worst things is that you have to get in 115 million of these points in order to move on to the best stage, which is trading in your sculptures for gold heads, essentially. And, you know, you don't really want to trade in your speed ups. So in my opinion, in my other video where we were talking about One Man's Trash, Another Man's Treasure, I talked about trading in speed ups on your farm accounts in order to get gold. Now, the return for there wasn't amazing because the amount of gold that you got did not kind of match with the speed ups that you were giving in. So what I think you should do moving forward, and for all kingdoms, you can send this to your leadership or give them this advice. I think that all kingdoms moving forward, to get through this event the fastest without having to utilize your main accounts, is skip One Man's Trash, Another Man's Treasure on your farm accounts, unless they are obviously like war farm accounts where you're doing a ton of filling and healing and you need those healing speed ups. That's one thing. But if you're just using them for farming and you don't care about speed ups whatsoever, use them for this account. So let me go over to one of my farm accounts and just show you what we're looking at here. Okay, here we are on my farm account, and we will go over to past glory. So we finished the first stage here, we get some rewards. Now, if we go into here, I don't use speed ups on this account. I really don't. And you can see I have 101,000 5-minute speed ups for training. Now, training, I do like having that many speed ups, but healing, I do not need this many speed ups. So if you are somebody who has farm accounts that you don't use for fighting or filling as of right now, trade in your healing. And I know it sounds horrible to say, but like at the end of the day, would you rather have to trade in your valuable speed ups on your main accounts in order to get through this stage, or would you rather sacrifice on your farm accounts to get this? I think it is 100% worth going for your farm accounts and just draining the speed ups that you don't need. So if I come into here and I donate some 5-minute speed ups, and same thing, like you'll get some rewards. I'll just show you what we get let's open up 10 and we'll just show you what we get from opening 10 of these up. I believe you can open them up all at the same time. So we'll do 11 and then we'll open up 10. So here we go. Actually, I overdid it a little bit. There we go. So we got 12. So we got some wood. I'm actually happy with that because it's a farm account. Let's open up all 11. So we got 200 gems. We got 9 hours of speed ups, 16 hours of speed ups, 3 million wood, 1.5 million food, and then some stone and some XP. So not important for a farm account, not important at all, but it's making it so I don't have to trade these in on my main account. So in my opinion, this is the way that you should do it. Is if you are not using these, then you should just go ahead and trade them up on your farm accounts because you're just going to get better value for that. And if I take a look here at what I have saved up on this account for speed ups, you can see I have 279 days of healing that I am not using. And even if I was using them, I still have almost 1,000 days of universal speed ups to use up, over 400 days of training. So at the end of the day, farm accounts, if you're not using them for filling stuff, then you should absolutely be utilizing them for this Past Glory event because you don't want to have to trade in all your speed ups again on your main account and then not have them for the next time you're in KVK for the one man's trash, because that is where you want to trade in your speed ups, not for this event. So make sure you send this to your kingdom leadership. Make sure you tell them utilize farm accounts. Don't use your main accounts for this event unless you have a bunch of those 1 minute speed ups like I was talking about, where even if I wanted to use them for one man's trash, I'm not even able to go through them because you need 800 and that's the max you can do every single KVK. And I had like 30,000, 40,000. So I'm never going to be able to go through those. So in that case, this is going to be worth it, but you have to click, it only does 10 at a time. So it's like, I don't want to sit here and click for the next 3 hours to get through 8,000 of them. That's not worth my time. So I'd rather spend the time barb chaining or doing barbarian forts. I really don't like that they changed this event because I think this is a huge downgrade. I mean, I'm just going to be candid. I don't like it. I think that this is a downgrade for the event. So hopefully this is the only time they have this. I know this is the first KVK to have this Past Glory, and I am not a fan. So let me know what you guys think down below about this new event. Like I said, I really don't like it, but maybe this is the future of what we're going to see here in new KVKs. But like I said, this is in the remastered Heroic Anthem with the new KVK crystal technology as well. So that's kind of the trade-off here, is you're getting better crystal technology, but they're changing other events too. I think One Man's Trash was a huge knockout of the park, and I think that's fantastic. But this event, I give this a 2 out of 10, maybe a 1 out of 10. 2 out of 10 because you can use your farm accounts, but overall 1 out of 10 because you have to trade in speed ups a second time. So again, let me know what you guys think down below about this event, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.